The moment I realized my students were teaching me more than I could ever teach them is the moment I knew I was in the Peace Corps. Youth development is, and always has been, an intricate part of my life. From my own experience, I have always been intimately aware of the power young people have within themselves to thrive in adverse and seemingly impossible circumstances. I knew that if given the proper support, children could break out of the possibly paralyzing boundaries placed upon them, whatever they may be, and accomplish feats wider than even their own imaginations. I was aware of this before teaching in Bulgaria, yet the audacity found within the spirits of my students to transcend their personal and cultural limitations still surprised me. I quickly discovered that the youth found within the crumbling concrete walls of the schoolhouse were some of the most inspirational individuals I had ever met. Burdened by the economic depression of a post-communist society, my students worked hard to balance their lives at home and at school, which more often than not included long hours of laboring alongside their tireless parents in the fields of their farms, and equally long hours in a classroom. In the amount of struggle one person should deal with in his or her entire life, my students paid their dues at an early age. In an attempt to be a progressive and engaging teacher, I started a journal writing project with a group of students. One afternoon, we met on a collapsing concrete wall within the cracked concrete schoolyard to decorate the covers of the journals. We gathered together, sang American and Bulgarian songs, and painted whatever it was we loved onto the covers of our journals. I decided I should also decorate and keep a journal of my own, so I sat alongside my students and I painted a picture of a red flower. When our paintings were complete, we were eager to share our creations and explain why we chose our images. While I was showing my painting, holding my journal in the proper way, with the binding on the left, I quickly realized that I had made a mistake and had painted on the wrong side of the journal. My painting was upside down. At that moment, my heart was in my throat, and I was silently preparing myself for the onslaught of giggles and jokes from my students, because their teacher, the one person who should know everything, had made a mistake. As I was struggling to find a way to make the situation humorous and less embarrassing, a student remarked, "Teacher, the flower you painted is upside down, but I think that's okay. It must be really hard for that flower to grow upside down, but it does. And look, it's blooming."